Okay, today I'm going to talk to you about how I am making my little belt thing that Yellow puts all of her Pokeballs in. And so this is, ta-da, the point I'm at so far. It's kind of like in the shape of a semi-circle. And it has these little strappy things on the back. You can slide them onto a belt, and there you go. This is kind of my base for what I'm going to attach the Pokeballs to. And in the manga, I think Yellow does have like a continuous piece instead of just like a belt with like a little fanny pack thing on it. But I'm kind of doing my own spin, partially because I've kind of studied how I would make it in like one continuous piece, and that just wasn't very feasible. So this is the way we're doing it. Ta-da! Alright, and now I'm going to show you how I kind of have got to this point. These are my patterns. I cut them out of wrapping paper, which was an idea I found on the internet. Somebody. Thank you, whoever it was, because this is a brilliant idea. And I just kind of sketched out this pattern because this is something I'm making sort of off the top of my head without any sort of actual pattern to reference. And this was the pattern that I used for my little strappy things. And it is a 2.5 by 3.5 inch rectangle. Yeah. So I cut out 4 of those little suckers, and then I set this down again. And then I stitched along the edges, leaving like a little gap up at the top because I needed to be able to turn it out. And then I kind of turned it all the way out and pinned it down and like top stitched around it so you get this nice little finished look. As you can see, you have the straps back here, and I actually stitched kind of like in the top stitch seam so you can't see it. And also you can't see where I stitched on the front because I put these on the back before I joined the two pieces together. This is my pattern, and it should be, it's like a semicircle almost. No, it's not a circle. It's a something. And it should be like 15 inches on the diameter here, and then what I did was I drew like a 7-inch radius from that, and then I just kind of had point A and point B, and I connected with a nice flowing line. And I actually folded this in half so that way when I cut the line out, they were like identical. Yeah. So that's my pattern. We're done with that. Okay. And this is my fabric that I'm using. It's kind of like a micro suede. I'm not overly impressed with it. It kind of seems like it's starting to lose its suedeness. But it was the only like brown leathery thing that I found and I liked. And then what I'm doing currently is to attach the Pokeballs. I'm going to bring this back actually. I'm going to have little... No. Okay. I'm going to have like a strip going across the top, kind of like hooping, and then we'll put the Pokeballs in, and then I'll also have like a strip going down to kind of keep them from falling out. So Yellow with hers, she actually has like this pouch thing that they all fit into, but they're really small. It's like there's no way those are complete spheres in there. That's like have to be some kind of a half sphere. And so again, it's just not feasible. So I'm kind of making up my own little thing. But I think it'll turn out good. And so I cut out a 2-inch strip of my micro suede fabric, and I folded down about 5/8 of an inch here, and I pinned it all the way down, and then I top stitched it on the back, which took a while. But then I'm also starting that same process on this side. So when we're done, we'll get a strip something like this. And I might have to make a couple more of these. We'll see what happens. Again, I'm just kind of doing this on the fly. I don't know. Planning. What is that? No, I have a plan. But once I kind of finish that and start attaching things, oh, hello, then we'll see where we're at. So I hope to see you soon. Wish me luck.